So at the start of the year, I tore my ACL playing football with a man them. Thinking I was a 5-star skiller, turns out I wasn't.
Damn.
Oof.
Robocop.
Look at that knee brace. Bruise. And just recently, I went to get my operation. Look, I was high as a kite here. I just got back home, first day, trying to do exercises like an absolute idiot. And this was me getting the stitches out. Clearly I'm still high, these are obviously staples. Tell you what, this was painful to Ross. Some of the things I would have personally liked to know during the process or before the process, so I'm trying to do a video outlining how week 4 is going, and some of the things I'm finding hard, some I'm finding easy, and just how life is 4 weeks after post-op. The scars. With ACL surgery, you get 4 scars, and this is the biggest one, as you can clearly tell. It is healing nicely, but to enhance that process, I do add a bit of bio oil. Can't lie though, this scar makes me feel like, nine, don't at me. These are the other surrounding scars which aren't as aggressive, thought that one's healing really well. But this one isn't healing as well, thought the middle one's still a bit scabby, but it'll come through though. You're happy to know that the scars are painless and don't hurt at all. I also have another scar at the top of my thigh. So, now let's get into the walking. Walking has improved massively. It's very uncomfortable at the start, but now it's gotten much easier. And as you can see, I don't use a crutch no more. I just walk at my own steady, slow pace. It does hurt every now and again, but other than that, it is pretty much painless, just at a very slow pace. Sometimes I forget I had an ACL reconstruction until I meet the stairs. Going up the stairs is much easier on the knee and the knee joint because you have to bend your knee at a 90-degree angle, which I find quite easy. My new enemy, coming down the stairs. It hurts so much because your knee is constantly in an awkward position and you're having to break that 90 barrier, especially me. I don't want to come down using crutches no more. I just want to use the 1-2 method, so it's hard. If it hurts too much, don't be like me and just use a crutch. But you can see here I am using all of the surrounding environments to help me get down the banister and the wall. So yeah, that is a bit of a cheat code and it helps get downstairs a bit easier. Also, celebrate your little wins, man. For me personally, the size difference really is the one that does the most psychological damage. 4 weeks in, and yeah, I've lost a lot of muscle mass. You can barely see my knee due to all of the swelling. Last time I weighed myself, I lost around 3 kg on my thigh alone. But from what you can see on the screen now, I'm doing little movements like knee contractions just to try and keep as much muscle mass as possible before I start the gym and start building back that leg up. Yeah, the contractions have been getting much stronger over the weeks. At the start, horrendous. Now, you can actually see the leg move and contract the muscle, so I'm really proud of that. Some of the exercises I'm doing to regain strength, range of movement to the knee, and to reduce the swelling. Probably the most iconic ACL one. It's called the heel slides. So you're trying to get your heel to your bum and trying to really get that range of movement back into the knee. The more range of movement, the better. So don't be scared to really push yourself. And it will hurt, but if you don't push past it, it will just be stiff. So it's time to get in that work, baby. It's time to be uncomfortable. This next one basically is a hamstring stretch, which really feels good. My knee isn't as straight here because I'm really struggling with that, but they really help with straightening out that hamstring that's so tight. This is another variation of the heel to bum, but this time it's just on your front. Pause. This one works on lengthening and contracting the hamstring, which is essential to building balance, and also straightening the leg at the bottom of the movement, which can feel very uncomfortable. If you feel like you are stagnating, get your other foot and try and push it back. It will hurt, but it will do you good in the future. This banded exercise is working on strengthening the knee by trying to push against the band to really straighten the knee as much as possible. This is probably my go-to at the moment, as my goal now is to get my knee as straight as possible. This is the side of physio that no one sees when you're in the gutters alone or by yourself, putting in the work. The bike is best friend. It's time to lock in, trying to get that nice quad activation, just exercising the whole lower body really. And it's also useful for getting that range of range of movement back into the knee joint. So trying to at least break that 45-degree barrier. When I did start, the seat was quite high, and as I felt more comfortable and the knee joint was getting a bit more looser, I'm more able to, break the 90 barrier. I started to put the seat down. So this did come with time. I wasn't the best at this. It was quite scary at the start, but
Over time, you'll break that barrier. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of it's in your head because your body can do it. It's just that initial pain will scare you a bit, but you just got to get through it and work. Tighten it as much as you can physically take. I like it quite tight. A nice compression always helps, I feel. People can ask me, when do I ice it? I ice it 3 times a day, and I always ice it after my exercises. So morning exercise, midday exercise, and before bed exercises. And just depends on the swelling. So if swelling is really bad one day, I'll ice it more. If it's not, I'll ice it less. And in terms of duration, I only ice it for 20 minutes. And when I do ice it, I like to keep it propped up, ice it, and chill. That was my week 4 catch-up, guys, from the ACL journey. If there's anything else you'd want to know, make sure you tap down in the comments. If there's anyone going through the same things, guys, you get through it. Just lock in, do what you need to do, and get through this together. But yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Peace, love, and take care of yourselves.